I've often thought that, the water reflects our best and our worst. After a day fishing, after a day surfing, it's the thing that inspires us. It's the thing that connects us to the natural world. Our waters, the salt marsh, the fish in the sea, the ocean, the waves, those are public resources that belong to the people of South Carolina. And the state holds them in trust for our benefit. The problem is the state isn't always looking out for our best interest. And so that's where we, Charleston Waterkeeper, come in. We look out for the public's interest in their waterways, right? So we're here to make sure that you can fish, you can swim, you can paddle, you can surf without fear of pollution, without fear of getting sick. And in that way, I think it reflects the best of who we are as a community, but it also reflects the worst in the amount of bacteria that's in our waterways, in the runoff and polluted floodwater that's in our waterways, in the herbicides and pesticides that wash into our waterways after rainstorms, in the amount of plastic debris that's out here. And so those two competing visions for what Charleston's waterways can be in the future is the legacy that we're going to leave our children. It's about identifying the problems, working with the community to get them fixed, and then making our elected leaders do the right things, holding them accountable for doing what's right by our waterways. Make them understand how important our waterways are to our community. The Charleston area is so popular and we're growing at such an intense rate. And so as we're turning forested and natural areas into suburban and urban areas, that's creating an enormous pressure on the health of our waterways from polluted runoff and polluted floodwater. We've altered that natural relationship between the land and the water, and that is the single greatest threat, right, to Charleston's waterways and to the health of this system. We've got to get that right, and now's the time to do it. If we don't get that right, this is going to continue to decline, and we won't be able to fish, we won't be able to eat oysters, we won't be able to go swimming, we won't be able to surf without getting sick, and that can't happen. There's too great a resource, there's too wonderful of an opportunity here, right, for the future. When we hand this over to our kids, are we going to leave a system that reflects the best of who we are, or are we going to leave a system that reflects the worst of who we are?